Hi, Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Rising, and Scorpio Moon. Welcome to your Tarot Videoscope for the month of April 2018 by Ama. This will be a general reading. Please make sure that you also listen for your rising sign and for your moon sign. For those of you who are interested to have a private personal reading with me, please email me at amalightworker@gmail.com. You may also contact me through my website, amalightworker.com. I will also be uploading a whole new reading for you for download and purchase for those of you who are interested through vimeo.com, and the link for that will be down here below in the show more description box. In the whole new reading that I will be uploading for your sign, I will be opening two more cards from a different tarot deck. I will use a different tarot deck. The second tarot deck, I will pull two more cards and I will see what other additional messages will show up for you. Thank you again for stopping by my channel. It means a lot to me. If you are new, welcome. And always remember, I'm going to do live Akashic readings for you guys toward the mid-month. So you may want to turn on the notification button, which is the little bell icon next to the subscribe down here. So, and then you get to set your own preference, how many times you like to be notified when I upload special videos, when I do live streaming, etc. So it's very important that that notification bar is on, so this way you will be immediately notified when I'll do the live streaming or when I do upload other new videos. For those of you celebrating Easter, happy Easter to you! So now allow me to focus on this reading for you. I am using two cards from the traditional tarot deck and I'm pulling one more card from the Egyptian Oracle deck. The general feelings that I am picking up for you, Scorpio, they have to do with hearing back from the judicial system, courts, lawyer, legal matters. I also keep getting focusing on some sort of a new information, something new that you are going to hear, or this could be about new information, dealing with things that maybe you need to address, fixing errors, dealing with one-to-one personal relationships, but I also keep getting in many ways tying up loose ends, and you are on the verge of some brand new beginning. For some of you, there's also change related, or some changes related to your work and career and success, or further success in the making. There could be some courses and studies involved, and kind of preparing for or like creating a new strategy, creating a new plan in a way that, I don't know, some of you are completely trying to restructure and change your life. And there's also something about personal relationships and a marriage. For some of you, there's also a marriage that comes through. Now, allow me to break it down one by one. The first card that wanted to show up in this reading is the Judgment card. The meaning of the card, to me, it means, what do we think about this? What is the proclamation? It also means that in order for you to get the desired results, obviously you have been doing the same action, the same thing. Therefore, you keep getting the same results. That means that time has now come for you to figure out what you have been doing wrong, change that course of the action, or initiate some changes that are going to give you the desired result. That doesn't mean that you are wrong or you are headed in the wrong direction. It simply means that continuing the path that you are on, but at the same time consider that you need to put some changes in order for you to get better results. There's also an emphasis through this card on new personal relationships, new business venture or partnership, It also signifies beneficial help coming at your rescue. It also means improved conditions, change in habit, and change in purpose. So every time that you get this card in the reading, it means that your present condition will improve. And for some of you, I do feel that during the month of April, even though many astrologers are saying that it's going to be a wonderful month, I still keep getting some sort of an underlying cause for you to be a little upset. I keep getting maybe you and somebody else having some sort of a diverse opinion, contradictory opinions, and I keep getting that you really need to avoid unnecessary clash of opinions, or don't let other people bug you so much, irritate you so much, or derail you from your um, from your goal, because I keep getting in some ways initially you're going to feel as you can't really focus on your work at hand, whatever you are doing in that moment. I keep getting like feeling a little bit not at focus and not concentrated initially. If you have been dealing with some situation involving colleagues, I don't know what compliance means. I don't know why that word came up. I also keep getting that maybe the communication hasn't been so easy. I keep getting that you are going to be able to work out some sort of a deal, or something will come through for you toward the end of the month. Some situation related to your work, your profession, could be coming at you quite by surprise, and things could immediately shift from this to this. So from this to this, I keep getting some sort of a growth that maybe comes as a surprise for you through your work. However this growth wants to show up for you, because it's not necessarily going to show up as financial growth or a growth in like a promotion. It's not necessarily going to show up like that, but nevertheless I keep getting a sense of growth that is going to come by surprise. You could be hearing from, for those of you who were involved into some sort of a legal proceedings, I keep getting that you are going to hear some significant news, but I also keep getting that other Scorpios may hire somebody to do some work for them. You could be hiring an accountant, you could be hiring a lawyer, you could be hiring somebody who maybe is going to help you with your resume, your social media platforms, the website that you may have. You may end up having some sort of an agent and then getting some work through an agent. For some of you, you could be booked to do some sort of a show or some sort of a special appearance. I also keep getting that something is coming to fruition, because I keep getting your networking is growing. People are just going to show up for you out of nowhere, because in some ways I keep getting some people falling off. It's like they're falling off your life, and I see totally unexpected new people entering the door, new people entering your life, and I feel that around these new people you are going to be very much at ease, but they're also at the same time going to fascinate you and surprise you. And I keep getting in a subtle way these new people. It could be that one new person that maybe you're going to meet. But let's say new people in general, in a subtle way, I keep getting that they are meant to help you to get to the next stage of life. I also keep getting your health, your energy level, getting some sort of a boost. And many of you are going to be very focused on, very dedicated to maybe change your lifestyle, maybe take better care of your health. But you are going to notice especially toward the end of the month, how your energy level is building up, and you're going to feel refreshed, revitalized. It's like almost as you are going through some transformations, and these transformations are going to make you feel more energized, changing physical appearance. Your career in some work is going to get a boost, so some improvements all around. Communications with some family members are going to be a little bit interesting, because I keep getting a confusion. I keep getting a combination of both wonderful communications, wonderful events, but at the same time, I also keep getting a little bit of stress. I almost keep getting like a group of people are gathering to kind of judge someone or to judge a situation, or I keep getting some sort of a gathering of family, relatives, friends. I don't know what's the purpose here, but I keep getting a mixed feeling here, the good and the bad, and trying to dissect the situation. But nevertheless, they're coming together into some sort of a gathering. For some of you, you could be finalizing something, or you could be making something legal. Maybe you're going to make your maybe you have a relationship and you live together, and maybe now you're going to finalize that relationship. You are going to legally get married. You could be legalizing a deal. You could be legalizing a settlement, or finalizing a situation. The ending on the finalizing of a situation also comes up. The next card is the Nine of Wands. To me, it means last push, last delays, waiting for the result to come in because you did your work. Now you are just waiting. It also means tying up loose ends. I keep getting that for many of you, communications are going to be important. Almost I see you as like one-to-one communicating with different people. In some cases, this communication one-to-one is going to be maybe because you're getting some advice. This could be talking to a psychologist. This could be you receiving some healing on like one-to-one sessions. This could be people want to talk to you about maybe their problems and maybe get your opinion like one-to-one. So communication and how you are going to communicate is going to be very important. But also keep in mind that Mercury is going to be retrograde, so some people are bound to have misconceptions about some information, or misinterpreting of the information, or problems communicating. I keep getting that many of you are going to be focused, and I keep getting like you have a list and you're going through this list and you're like, this needs to change or needs to be done, check. This, what do I need to do this, like, check. And I keep getting like feeling or having a new sense of fulfillment, and at least one of your ambitions will be fulfilled during this month of April. For some of you, I keep getting as almost you are ready to give up on your job because you feel that now you want to do maybe a new job. So for some of you, I keep getting like a wrapping up with an old job and getting ready to have a new beginning with a new job. And generally speaking, this is also coming to me as a wrapping up something, completing something, a situation, and now getting ready for a new situation. You may be hearing from IRS. For some of you, I keep getting something in regards to maybe immigration proceedings. This is also coming up for some of you. What else? If you felt a little stuck with your sense of creativity, again, you don't have to do some creative project, for you to feel like you have a blockage in your own sense of intuition and creativity. But I keep getting unblocking. If you felt tied up in a situation, I keep getting you untying yourself from the situation, or the situation in some ways resolving. So I keep getting like feeling trapped, feeling down, depressed, and kind of little by little like untying, getting out of this maybe emotional funk from these low vibration situations. But you really need to be very, 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 very patient over the course of the next 4 to 5 months. You may find that in some ways your whole life has changed and has improved a great deal. And the changes are not going to happen necessarily all at once. They could happen anywhere between now and the next 5 months, because not every Scorpio is born at the same time and at the same place. But know that you're going to have some major improvement of your life in the next 4 to 5 months. I also keep getting a celebration around. I mean, I understand that there's going to be celebration because some of you are going to celebrate Easter, but I also keep getting a sense or a gathering around a wedding anniversary. There's also going to be something around maybe memories of people who crossed over, reminiscing, missing someone. And for some of you, there's also going to be a little bit of that feeling of loneliness and isolation, but just a little bit. I hope that that made sense to you. The next card is the Three of Spades from the Egyptian Oracle deck, and the title of the card is The Widower in front of his wife's casket. Now, don't be afraid. I'm going to tell you the meaning of the card. The meaning of the card is isolation and forced separation. So for some of you, there's going to be, some situation where you feel estranged from somebody, or maybe that already happened, okay? But there's still you feeling a little bit isolated, lonely, having to emotionally and mentally find some closure in regards to that. So, isolation, forced separation, incompatibility between you and a man. Because this is a general reading, for the sake of the general reading, I'm going to say that for some of you, you are going to analyze a relationship that you have with someone. This could be the relationship that you have with a man, or the relationship that you have with a woman. Because for some of you, it's going to be very clear that there's a huge incompatibility. But at the same time, it also represents a risk for you to be carried away by the world's pessimism and becoming the worst part of it. So please do not fall into the trap of solitude, or please don't believe that your life is never going to improve, or don't believe that some losses are going to be permanent. It also means that if you, in regards to somebody, this could be a lover, this could be a wife, this could be a husband, this could be a friend, this could be a business partner, this could be a co-worker, this could be, between you and your work, even the relationship, that how you feel about your work. You have to examine and figure out, like, if this person is not part of your life anymore. Either you break up with them, or they break up with you, or life is going to separate you. How do you feel about that? Do you feel that it's worth fighting over this person to improve the situation, or you feel like, you know what, I'm better off and I'm just going to walk away? And that could be the situation with some of you, examining a particular relationship that you have with someone. I also keep getting a sense that some of you are going to be interested. It's very interesting because I keep getting messages from beyond. almost like you are getting like messages from your loved ones that have crossed over. Your intuition and your psychic ability are going to go through another evolution, through another increase of these vibrational energies around you. So I feel that many of you will learn how to trust more and more into your own sense of intuition and psychic ability. And many of you, I feel like the forces on the other side, whoever has crossed over, it's still watching over you, and in some ways they want you to succeed, and they are encouraging you to either further your education, further your skills, because I keep getting that you should be proud of yourself. And I keep getting, many of you, I keep getting doing something that enables you to develop a skill, or if you already have skills, talents, and abilities, you going looking a little bit deeper into any skills and talents that you have. There could be another training involved. There could be courses involved. I also keep getting a message of some new contracts, and new contracts are showing up for some of you, and almost I keep getting this sense of relief, this sense of like I made it, kind of, in regards to these new contracts. Grieving and healing is also part of your journey, because as I said, in the next 5 months, for many of you, for the majority of you, your life is going to improve, and you may also notice that your life will drastically change as a result of these maybe minor improvements. But in order for that to happen, you have to allow for maybe reflection, time alone, because I keep getting emotionally, some of you still need to deal a little bit with the feeling of grieving, the feeling of loss, the feeling of fear. Sometimes, you know, that feeling when you feel cut off from the world, or isolated, or even issues around abandonment. And I also keep getting energy healing around sex, your sexual life, your love life, romance in your life. For those of you who maybe you felt like your love life and your sexual life has been stale for a while, and I keep getting that you could be married and still feel like that. Okay? I feel like there's going to be an improvement. It's like a door opens up. You're just going to start to enjoy your body more. If you had issues with your throat, your voice, I keep getting improvements around that, and definitely they are showing me at least one chakra of your body opening up. The one that very strongly I keep getting right now, I keep getting the throat chakra. But for different Scorpios, there's going to be different chakras that are going to open up. As I said, for some of you, it's going to be the root chakra or the sacral chakra. You know, opening up that sexual energy and fear. For some of you, it's going to be the crown chakra, intuition, creativity, psychic ability. Self-esteem. For some of you, the chakra is right here between the belly button and the lungs, almost approximately there. So I keep getting, for some reason, there's this unblocking just happening for you, but I feel like it's going to happen mostly, or you're going to feel like that mostly toward the end of the month. I keep getting some sort of a transition and transformation between the 15 and the 18 of April. For some reason, this time frame is being highlighted to me. It's being highlighted to me. And I also keep getting visiting children, or children are coming to visit you. There's going to be some reunion. And also maybe for some of you, it's going to be like either children are getting ready to leave the nest, or maybe they're coming to stay with you or to visit you for some time. But whatever this move is, people moving out or people moving in, it does feel like it's going to be convenient for both of you. I don't necessarily get any bad vibrations around that. but you could be hearing all somebody else around you. Maybe they're moving away. They don't have to necessarily live with you, and that could be coming quite by surprise for some of you. I hope that these messages made sense to you. Please leave me a comment down here below. If you'd like to know more, again, the link is going to be down here below in the show more description box, and I'm going to be doing a whole new reading for you. If you'd like to have your very own private consultation, please email me at amalightworker@gmail.com or visit my website www.amalightworker.com, and stay tuned because I'm going to do a live Akashic reading for you toward the mid-month of April. Thank you again for being here, and I will see you soon in the next videos. Bye.